A little history of St. Peter's. Nicholas Dennis was a merchant from Tours, France. He came here in 1650 to restore an abandoned Portuguese fort. He renamed it Fort St. Pierre. He fished and traded in furs. His arrival caused St. Pierre to become a point of economic and cultural contact between two peoples with different cultures. There were several structures housing a few dozen French inhabitants, plus workshops, storage, chapel, and a cemetery. Dennis constructed a haul-over road of wooden skids between Brador Lake and the Atlantic Ocean. This road was still visible until the beginning of the 20th century, before the canal was enlarged. He traded and collaborated with the Mi'kmaq Indians. He had enemies, though, and after 18 years of being engaged in fisheries, manufacturing lumber, and cultivating land, his home and business were destroyed by arson in 1669. In financial ruin, he moved with his family to what is now known as Bathurst, New Brunswick. The late 19th century lockmaster's house now stands on the site of the fort. Well, my hiking's kind of a bust. I just found out that I can't go any further into this park, only in the one little picnic area in that. Anything further is only for campers. So I'm just going to turn around at this lighthouse and head out and on my way. Out here was pretty cool. Lots of up and downs and turns. I am still going to go find the lighthouse, but I just thought I'd stop here. I'm going to make another coffee. that big puddle. No, that's not the big puddle. That's a pond. There's the big puddle. I could probably get through it, but I just don't feel like it today. So we'll take a walk. It smells so good when you walk by. Beautiful scenery. Not sure how I go across this. If I had bare feet, it'd be fine. Okay. Oh, I'll just walk through and get wet feet. I got more socks, got more shoes. Crossed right there. Of course, a rock had to move and I almost landed in the drink. Here we are. There's the lighthouse. I'm gonna walk over there after. That's pretty over there too. It had land like this, with some rocks, some little hills, some trees, a pond. That'd be all I needed. And even sort of a little beach. Funny how my app does not like it. When I suddenly veer off the road and say, I'm stopping here or I'm going there, it keeps telling me, turn around, make a U-turn. Real sand beach. This is nice.
Well, we are finished with Cape Breton. Now we're heading on the eastern shore.
Well, right over there is Cape Breton. I just stopped at the first little village, Mulgrave. I think that's what it's called. Just made myself a coffee. And then I'll be heading further down the eastern shore. I think people who follow me are not impressed with me. Like the sign for a provincial park says 100 meters provincial park. You're going 80 kilometers an hour because that's the speed limit. And you gotta slow down, signal, and get over before the person behind you hits you in the bum. Anyway, I am here. I'm gonna go have a look. I think I need to tidy this up if I'm ever going to get some sleep tonight. Just kind of threw everything everywhere today. June 2nd, 1398, Prince Henry Sinclair allegedly set foot on North America's soil on the sandbar of Guysborough Harbor. His fleet consisted of 12 ships, 200 to 300 men on board. There were soldiers, sailors, sailmakers, carpenters, armorers, and farming monks. On seeing a smoking mountain in the distance, he sent 100 soldiers to investigate. They spoke about a spring of pitch running into the sea, friendly Mi'kmaq people, and abundant food. Henry sent his fleet back to Orkney, keeping only rowboats for himself. During the next year, he explored Nova Scotia from Atlantic Ocean to the Bay of Fundy, and at Advocate he built a ship to take him down the eastern seaboard of America. He might have built a small castle at New Ross, where there are some interesting foundations that were discovered. The wind and tides in Bay of Fundy took him to Merrimack River in Massachusetts, to where Leif Erikson had landed 400 years earlier. This is the viewpoint. This is on Overlander as a place to stop and sleep. There's not many places on Overlander that say you can stay up here. It's just a big parking lot. They did say that the washrooms were disgusting. Thank goodness I have my coffee can, and both garbages are overflowing. But I think I will still sit out and read a little bit. And I will think about it, because there's only one other place, and if I get there and can't stay there, I might have to drive all the way back. I wasn't ready to settle down for the night, so I took a drive here to Queensport, and there's a lighthouse out there. That's a pretty cool one. And take a little view around here. Lots of seagulls there. They're cackling up a storm. Yeah, pretty cool. I drove way up that trail. Never made it to where the Overlander spot was. It was unreal. It got worse and worse. Like, whole roads were potholes. Like, I mean, really bad. And huge rocks sticking up. So I wouldn't suggest that one for too many people. But on the way back, just found this little pull-off. So anyway, I am just going to sleep here. I've had enough of driving around. Anyway, this is the end of the video, and I'm hoping to get a good night, and I hope you have a great day and a good night, or whenever you watch this. Anyway, you take care now.